Recording. Started. So today we're gonna talk about um beneficial effects of a blood cleanse. You know that we've been focusing our company's efforts on teaching people about their blood type, teaching people about why it's important that you know your blood type so that you eat the right things and your body will react the same way. Will react in a healthy manner and not create inflammation or mucus or pain or any of those off balance things. Well, I thought, I really want to find out more about how our hair health is affected. I mean, if our bodies are getting back into balance, what are the benefits on our hair? It is our crown and glory. It is what we lead with first beside our face. I mean, you can't hide from this. You want your hair to be as healthy as Bernadine Kirkland and shiny and bouncy. You want it to be thick and long. And so with our products, we've been able to achieve that, but it's not just the products. It's really about how we treat our bodies. So number one, a benefit of a blood cleanse on your hair health is improved scalp circulation. So, cleansed blood enhances oxygen and nutrient delivery to hair follicles, promoting faster and healthier hair growth. That totally makes sense, right? If you clean out all of your inner workings in your body, everything works smoother. Same thing with your hair. That cleansed blood is going to give your crop a better way to be able to grow. Stronger hair strands is number two. That's a big deal. Even those of us who have natural hair have to deal with whether or not our strength is there, especially as it gets longer and heavier. The health and the strength of those hair strands is important. So, detoxing helps remove toxins that weaken the hair shaft, reducing breakage and split ends. Those of you who do not have your hair locked can determine whether or not you've got split ends and begin to clip those so that you promote healthier strands. And same thing with detoxing, helps remove those toxins that weaken that hair shaft. Number three is reduction in hair shedding. Number one, improved scalp circulation. Number two, stronger hair strands. Number three, reduction in hair strands and head and hair shedding. Excuse me. A cleaner internal system supports hormonal balance and lowers inflammation, which can reduce excessive shedding. So, if you have a situation where you are itching, patting, burning, tingling in your scalp, all of those are signs of inflammation, guys. And you know that we've always been taught that even when you look at the scalp, we are looking, one of the three main things we're looking for in that scalp scan is inflammation, because that leads to a whole host of issues. Inflammation can lead to circulation being cut off. Inflammation can lead to a clogged pore, or vice versa. A clogged pore can lead to inflammation, which again ends up in possible hair shedding. So, number three, blood cleansing can reduce hair shedding. Number four, boosted hair growth. As we mentioned about scalp circulation, you have nutrient rich, purified blood feeds the roots of your hair. And what has Doris taught us? The roots of your hair are underneath your scalp. That's where the blood gets to it. So here's another further clue that if you dye your hair, you're not dyeing your roots. Okay, you're just dyeing the shaft to the scalp, right? And you don't really want to take it all the way down to the scalp for several reasons. But helping to activate dormant follicles and speed up growth. Nutrient rich, purified blood feeds the roots of your hair, helping to activate dormant follicles and speed up hair growth. Number five, cleansing balances sebum production. Sebum production. So here is a test for those that have been regulars on here. What is sebum? Just a quick quiz. What is sebum? Da 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 da. Sebum is oil. Those oil glands that can clog your pores. So, what happens when you have a cleanse, a detox can help regulate oil production, preventing dry scalp and overly greasy roots that hinder hair health. So, if you find yourself especially itchy, if you find yourself, like I said, tingling or burning or any of those sensations, and you feel like the remedy might be to add some more hair product onto your scalp. I don't know if you might be old school and use Dax or beeswax or Vaseline or some of the newfound ways of being able to moisturize your scalp like aloe vera. Regardless of those things, you really need to be thinking about some of the things that we tell our customers to detox and then check your results, because it does affect your hair health. Number six benefit: reduced dandruff and scalp irritation. Cleansing the blood supports liver function and reduces systemic inflammation, which can help soothe scalp conditions like dandruff or psoriasis. Supports liver function. Cleansing the blood supports liver function and reduces systemic inflammation, which can help soothe scalp conditions like dandruff or psoriasis. So it may not have anything to do with the product that you're using. You may just need to detox, cleanse, and really take care of your temple so that your crown is shining. Number seven, blood cleansing can improve the shine and luster of your hair. Ask Royaline and Bernadine how that works. Clean blood and proper circulation allow for a better absorption of vitamins like A, E, and C, leading to glossier, more vibrant hair. All back to that circulation. See, when we check our bioscans and we see any blues, yellows, and God forbid reds on our circulation analysis record, that's circulation all over. And of course, it includes your hair. So, why not use this as another incentive to really cleanse your body? Not only will your body thank you, but your hair will. Well, thank you. Number 8, healthier hair texture is another benefit of cleansing. Removing toxins and increasing nutrient absorption can improve curl definition and hair softness. I notice that as I've cleansed over the last couple of years, that my locks are softer. I've always had coarse hair. Always, always, always. Even when I was relaxing and steaming it. I used to do steams for it. I still do that. Um but trying anything to relax that coarseness out of my hair because it was scratchy, it was itchy, it was scratchy, it would flow, it would bounce, but it was still coarse to the touch. As I've detoxed over the last couple of years, even though locks are like Velcro sometimes to the touch, I feel softer. They feel so much more soft. I can lay on my locks without scratching my neck, and it's really amazing. And I felt the same in other folks' hair that has used detoxing. So this is absolutely true. Healthier hair texture. Number 9, detoxed hair follicles. Cleaner blood means your hair follicles are less likely to be clogged by metabolic waste or heavy metals, leading to better growth and volume. Clean, clean, clean is clean, and cleaner than that is even cleaner, right? And so, even if you drink all the water and walk all the miles and get all the rest, there's still more detoxification that can be done in your body. And of course, with the tiniest of pores being our hair follicles, those because there's just not much room in there for the hair follicle and waste clogged, so you want to get that out of there. Number 9, detoxed hair follicles. Number 10, hormonal harmony. So, a lot of hair issues come from hormonal imbalances. We've been taught that throughout these series. Um, and blood cleansing can actually support the endocrine system, which is your hormonal system, and reduce hair thinning due to stress, PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome, or thyroid issues. My younger sister has PCOS, and she dealt and still deals with hair falling out, being brittle, not growing, stagnant, super dry, all kinds of things related just to that condition, which you would think has nothing to do with hair, but it absolutely affects that because, again, just like everything in our body, it synergistically works together. Not only is the ankle bone connected to the leg bone, but all of these systems are connected to each other. And when we do cleansing, proper detoxing, and proper reassimilation back into our lives outside of the detox and eating right for our blood type, and really focusing on more plant-based, more clean eating, getting that proper rest, getting exercise daily, then we'll begin to see a healthier person from the inside out, from our crown to our feet. And so, the 10 things again, 10 beneficial effects of a blood cleanse on your healthy hair. Improved scalp circulation, number 1. Number 2, stronger hair strands. Number 3, reduction in hair shedding. Boosted hair growth. balanced sebum production, because you got to have enough oil so your hair is not super dry, but you don't want too much oil that it just lays limp and clogs your pores. 6, reduce dandruff and scalp irritation. 7, improved shine and luster. 8, healthier hair texture. Number 9, detoxed hair follicles. Number 10, overall hormonal harmony. So just know that hair is a reflection of your blood health. You want to start within, cleanse with purpose. So here's another purpose. Not only do you want to get healthy, not only do you want to slide those bioscans numbers into the green direction, but you want that hair to shine with power. So I've got a couple of recipes as a bonus. So there is a bonus to coming to class today. So I'm going to see if I can get these out of my notes and put them in the chat. Is that okay with you guys?
Yahoo!
All righty.
Absolutely.
So
Yes,
do y'all
yes.
like do you like teas and smoothies? I do tea and smoothies kind of back and forth. So
Yep.
I've got a great and I drink this all the time. Um you can make it. I have a friend, somebody on my team grows hibiscus, but you can certainly buy ginger and hibiscus tea. The benefits of ginger and hibiscus tea is it's rich in vitamin C and supports circulation and adds shine. You can serve it chilled or eat it or do it hot. Chilled hibiscus ginger tea is fantastic. And let me even take you up a further notch. If you do um like conditioning packs, or you do like an oil treatment or what have you, how about adding half a cup of this to your hot oil treatment? Pour it over your head when you're doing your hot oil treatment, put your oil on, put your cap, and then sit with this tea and then rinse. So try that. Also, a smoothie. How about this? This is a blood cleansing smoothie for your health. And really, you're going to probably recognize some of the products, because it's absolutely part of our cleanses. So this is what we call the glow up smoothie. So you got mixed berries. I like all types of berries. And really, when you're doing cleanses, we're not really worried too much about our blood types. But for me, I think the most beneficial berries are gonna be your blueberry, raspberry, and oh goodness, I love me some gojis, but they're so expensive. But whatever handful of berries you want, a handful of spinach, a tablespoon of chia seeds, half a beet. I'm gonna put it in the thing. I'm just reading it. Half a beet, raw or cooked, 1 cup of coconut water, and the juice of a half a lemon. This is for radiant hair and clear skin. So let me go ahead and give you these. Control C.
So Kathy, are you going to post that on as a slide so we can see it and screenshot it, or are you copying it and putting it in notes?
I'm copying it from my notes.
Okay.
Because I
Mm.
didn't have a slide. I just made some notes here. Let me see.
Okay.
There's that one. That's the
And Vanessa has her hand raised.
Well,
Hey
well, it,
Vanessa.
it it's for what you just asked her,
Okay.
because you know I would like to have all of what she's
Yep, I'm
presenting
getting ready
on
to
a
copy
slide.
and paste it. I've got one of them in the thing.
Hmm.
Oh, and there's another one, another tea that I forgot to tell y'all about. Dandelion root and red clover tea. So on my foraging farming adventure that I've been on for the last probably 4 months now, I've been learning so much, and now I learn that what we call a weed is so beneficial. Dandelions seem to be irritating because they are self-pollinators. They blow all over the place. They dust up and grow up any old spot, and we just pull them and get them out of the way because they seemingly don't have any value. But oh my God, y'all. Listen, dandelion root and red clover tea. Now, I order red clover tea and dandelion root. You could probably find it on Amazon. You can go to your local health food store to get teas about this. You can even go to places like Star West Botanicals and order the things yourself. I've done that with rose hips and hibiscus, where you can order these dried herbs and make your own teas. Because tea is what? Just infusion with water or liquid. The
Um,
benefits. I'm sorry.
no, no, go.
The benefits of dandelion root and red clover tea, y'all: liver detox, balancing hormones, improves your scalp conditions. So you'll add a dash of cinnamon so you can boost your antioxidant and, of course, the flavor. So let me give you the dandelion one. There.
Now, when is it best to use the dandelion, and when it's completely yellow? Because I know once it goes away from yellow or before it gets yellow, I don't know which, but they're just these little things that fall off of them that you go and they
Oh,
go
you're
up.
talking about the pollinators?
Yeah,
Yeah, from yellow. Yes,
from
not
yellow.
not when
Okay.
it goes to right. Yep. That when it goes to seed, you take the seed and do something propagating with that, but at that time, at that point, the nutrients have gone so much into taking it through the phases that it's lost a lot of its but you just make sure that whatever sources you're getting your teas and roots and herbs from is organic, and that you know the source, what country they came from, and all of that.
Okay, because I have dandelions right here in my yard, so I mean, I need to just pick them and put them in a pot and boil them.
Okay.
I know they're organic.
You definitely want to yeah, and use some of your, your AI apps. I have Plant In. There's so many other ones that you can just take that picture of that dandelion and it'll tell you everything you never wanted to know about it. Okay.
Hmm.
So and so here is the ginger hibiscus. Yeah, I got to get with Bonita because I'm about to run out of hibiscus. I'm trying to learn how to grow it. I've got a few hibiscus that are growing now. They're just not at a point where,
And do anything with them, yeah.
yeah, I can't do anything with it. But
Okay.
y'all, I got 3 jalapenos off of my plants. So I'm
Congratulations.
officially growing something.
I love it. That's beautiful.
Yes. So I encourage you all to grow at least one thing. Grow at
Mm-hmm.
least one thing, because once you do that, it's so empowering. I've got my tomatoes are coming, and my other peppers. I've got some onions that I'm propagating. I've got seeds now that I've in my greenhouse up. I have seeds that I'm putting in watermelon, cantaloupe, mango. Oh my goodness, kiwi. Um, Lemon, lime. I'm trying all of them. I've got little areas in the greenhouse spot where we are where I'm just trying different things to grow. I've got some that are growing inside and some that are growing outside. So I'll let you know what happens. Um
Excellent.
but
Kathy,
any yes, hey Wanda.
this is Wanda. I'm so excited about what you're saying because we just started growing,
Really, what you
and
got?
I don't have the picture, but we cut it up yesterday and ate it. It was one of our first ones was the sweet peppers. So we have that. We have tomatoes. We have asparagus. We have a blueberry bush, which I guess will turn into a bush.
How old is it? How old is your blueberry
It
tree?
is it's not a I want to say maybe 2 months,
Oh, how big is it?
not big. I have to,
has it, so it's not, hadn't produced or anything?
no, it hasn't done anything
Okay.
yet. In
Well,
fact, I thought I
give it
killed
about
it.
18 months.
Okay, yeah, I thought I had killed it, but it ended up being where it came back. And
Yeah.
we've had
You're
such
right.
hot weather, we've had to like water.
Yeah, mine has had some issues. I had it in a
Yes,
gazebo for
but
a while
and
there.
then I did the sweet potatoes, but I didn't realize that you can slice the sweet potato and put it in the ground. I just took the sweet potato, put 3 of them in the ground in our raised bed, and
Uh-huh.
the leaves are absolutely beautiful. And then now I guess we take the little stems from them and plant that.
Right, right. So anywhere on your potato that has an eye is a place that you can scoop out and throw it in the ground.
Yes.
That's one of the things I can't wait to do. My husband, I had some little yellow potatoes and like a mixed bag of purple and red and yellow potatoes. And I had some set aside that had like bunches of eyes on them.
Mhm.
And he got all crazy the other day and wanted to have potatoes and onions for breakfast, and all the potatoes are cooked. So I got had to start over on that project. It was
Yep.
good potatoes and onions, but still
Yep.
I need my seed potatoes. So
Yes.
but yeah, it's fun, isn't it, Wanda?
It really is.
Yeah.
Me and my husband Tim, we both have been learning, and there's a couple of people that are here in Atlanta that I went to, and she had what's called a weed walking, where she took us in her neighborhood and showed us different plants, flowers like dandelions
Uh-huh.
that are edible.
Yes, foraging.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so
Yes.
that was so interesting because
It
now,
is because it's a survivalist tactic that you need
yeah,
to know.
yeah.
It's
The only
something that
thing
we
is that
learned.
we have to have it or grow it, because out on the street or whatever, if they're spraying, then you don't wanna
Absolutely.
mess with that.
You're exactly right. But
Yeah,
that's why when we did our foraging, we were on one of the farmers' land. So we
yeah,
might be out there in acres and acres of land, and they're like, if you're ever out lost, here's what not to eat, here's what to eat. And
right.
every farmer was like, look, mushrooms are never a gamble. I don't care whether or not you think you recognize it, that's not a gamble you ever want to take, because
Yeah,
the effects happen so quickly. You notice as a nurse, the effects can happen so quickly that you don't have a chance to really recover
yep,
from that
yep,
before you get help, especially if you're out somewhere. But
yes,
things like which greens to eat, which berries to eat, all of those kind of things, that's invaluable information. And we're beginning to put together groups and consortiums so that if each one of us is growing something, like I see
yeah,
myself being prolific in growing peppers because I just love peppers.
uh-huh,
And so I could see that happening. I can trade with homegirl that's growing lemons down the street. You know what I'm saying?
right, right,
Like
yep,
and I mean onions and tomatoes are really easy to grow. So we should
yes.
never have to buy this stuff.
I know it. And then we just
Uh-huh.
got one of the co-workers with my husband is from Jamaica, and he grows callaloo. So
Ooh.
he brought some to us the other day. And
Y'all
I was
cut it
like, oh,
up?
this is great. So I was preparing it, and then I forgot. We ate it all. I didn't I didn't take anything to grow
To him? Oh,
to
to grow. Oh,
to
darn
grow,
it.
because
Yeah.
he was
Sound
like, you
like
can grow
sound
this,
like
you can
Kathy's
grow
husband.
I
this.
didn't hear you. What?
I said Wanda sounds like your husband.
Yeah, I cooked it because
Exactly.
he was like, well, what are
Exactly.
you're gonna grow? And I'm like, oh Lord, I cooked it. I cooked it with some of our first little pepper that we had. I cut that up, and then we had some red peppers and yellow peppers and all that we had store bought, but I've cut those. I'm taking seeds from
Yep. I'm
everything.
a seed saver. I mean,
Yes.
even my tiniest jalapeno, I cut it, I bit it and all of that, and tested the heat on it. It's hot enough to be added, added to food, but it's not crazy. Now I do have some ghost peppers in the back, which Adrian's like, you can miss me with all of that.
Yeah, yeah, I can't do that.
But But again, I'm in survivalist mode, so I don't see eating the ghost peppers so much as using them as a way of defense. You know, you can
Yeah.
make your own pepper spray, you can make your own
Yes.
this or that.
Yes. Yep.
So, yeah, so I'm
It's
all
just,
about.
it's really, I'm really excited about it because it's a learning process. And then one of the other ladies that I've been talking to, and
Mhm.
she told us about how you need to grow, like your tomato plant needs to be next to an herb because it keeps
Exactly.
the
You
animal,
do not
the
have
pest away.
peppers and tomato plants fight for nutrients, so they can't be
Yeah,
in the same
right,
areas. You
right.
want to have you can have your tomato plants next to some lavender or some
Or I
mint
think basil
or
or
what
mint
have
or
you.
something.
Yep,
I
basil,
have it
mint,
next to
all of
one
them.
of the, something like that. So
Well,
it
they say think about your tomatoes and what you would mix them up to eat with. So basil and
basil.
thyme and,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
rosemary, all of those nice herbs, which are really great for keeping insects away. They're companion plants, marigolds. I got to get some more of those.
Right.
So
Because
yeah,
that was the other thing about the butterflies and bees, that they have to
pollination.
be able, you need flowers around it for pollination.
Yes, or now some of the fruit plants, like some of the blueberry bushes, are self-pollinating. I do
Yeah.
have one of
Yeah.
those. Mine is producing again this year. It produced a couple years ago, then it skipped last year. This year it's producing, but they're taking a long time to ripen, and I think it
Okay.
has to do with the heat because
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
crop that it gave me before was really nice.
Yep.
But this time the heat is so
I
bad.
I had no idea about, and this is my last thing. I had no idea about asparagus. I planted the asparagus, but did after I started reading and talking to other people that knew, that takes like a year or 2 years for you to see the harvest.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, but it's beautiful. I mean, it's, the little flower
Flowers.
looking,
Okay.
it's, yeah, but I'm
You're right,
thinking I could
Sin.
just pull it out the ground and I would have that, but I didn't know that the asparagus is above ground. It grows the stalk
Stalk. Yeah, it
that we
grows out.
have.
Yeah, that woody stalk at the bottom is what grows from the ground. You're right.
Yeah,
You're
so
right.
I'm learning a lot. I'm excited about it, but
That is so cool. Sin
yep.
had
So
a
we all have to start growing something and then we
That's
can
right.
report
That's
on
right.
it.
When we come together for the conferences, we bring us our wares, right?
Yeah.
She said Sin has a garden in Chicago in her backyard for 10 years. Her family laughed, but the neighbors loved it. I know that's right.
Wow.
And yeah, you're right. We do actually have to get back to the way it was in our grandparents' day. Seed saving is grand. That's exactly right. Because hey, Bernadine, look at that. Go, girl. What you got back there?
So I started with watermelon, string beans, spaghetti squash, mint, cantaloupe, and beets. And they're coming really nicely. Those pictures were really early. I should go outside and take one now. You'll be really shocked at what it looks like now.
With all this rain, I bet you got a harvest, right?
Oh yes, there's a lot out there. Let me while we're on, I'll just go outside and take
It's
another
Yeah,
screen.
beautiful.
that is so cool, girl. Looking
It looks
good.
great. Yep. I can't wait to see that.
Looking
Uh,
good.
uh,
Oh, wow.
excuse me, Kathy.
Yes, ma'am.
I have a question about you said the conditioning pack. Um, you said a half a cup of the ginger and hibiscus tea. And
Yeah, that's
um,
something that I've done before is take tea and use it as a rinse in my hair just to add extra nutrients on the end.
and
And
then you said hot oil, so I'm going to mix the hot oil with the tea.
yeah, if you do a hot oil treatment anyway to your hair, I'm just saying add this to it. It's going to add more nutrients to your hair while that oil is penetrating, because you use a
Mm-hmm.
hot oil treatment after you've come out of your washing, right? You've already washed your hair. You're using a
Mm-hmm.
hot oil treatment in between that and whatever rinse conditioner you use or what have you. So for me, with natural hair and with locks, I have to be really careful about what type of glumpy, galoppy type of ingredients that I use because they can really clog up your locks and make them look real dull and cakey and stuff like that and goopy. And
Mm-hmm.
so I love our products because they rinse thoroughly through. But whenever I do a hot oil treatment, which I might use carrot oil or vitamin E oil, or of course I use the hemp powered hair on my scalp, but use that on my scalp in my spray bottle. But when I'm doing a hot oil treatment, because I want to use a lot of it, I might buy one of those tubes with the carrot oil, the jojoba, or the vitamin E, or the tea tree oil, or some other type of oil, and I'm doing like a hair mask. So with that, I've done the tea added to that. So I might put the tea, like have the tea in a cup, half a cup of tea, and just pour it in my hair and massage it in, and then put my oil in, and then wrap my hair, and get under I have a steam cap, so that kind of helps the oil go in and give moisture to the hair. So my hair is
Mm-hmm.
already wet. I got my tea in there. I got my oil in there. I'm throwing on my steam cap. I'm gonna sit on the steam cap for 20 minutes, and then that's just helping to nourish that.
Okay, and then I'm gonna rinse that out.
Oh yeah, just like you would
Rinse. Okay, steam.
any oil
Okay.
treatment. Yeah, yeah,
Oh, okay. Okay.
yeah. You would do that.
All right.
Tea has been used for so many ways to even dye your hair. Back in the day, people used to dye their hair with tea, dye their clothes with
Oh
tea.
shoot. What word?
So you
Oh,
there? I
oh,
see you. We
uh,
see
uh,
you.
and ooh, let me get back here. Oh, and I don't know if you can see, but my hair is growing.
It
Um,
is.
I mean, you can. Who
The
said
top
that?
is the top is jumping right out
Yeah,
there.
the top is jumping up, and it's beginning to grow around the front part,
Okay.
and but it's just up in here, in this part here that I'm working on
Are
now,
you
and
using
I
the
can see. Hmm.
are you using hemp powered hair topically as well as under your tongue?
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
great.
I'm
Okay, good.
doing that,
How many times a week?
and see, I got. Oh, Char-
Uh-oh,
it,
I'm not sure.
Charlotte saying something. Oh,
I'm not sure. Charlotte, were you saying something to us? Okay.
oh,
All right.
um, and I just have to remember to do it twice a day. But
Okay.
I only supposed to do it twice a day, no more than that, right?
You can do it 3 times a day.
Oh,
Twice a
okay.
week is some of the suggestions. 3 times a day you can. Go ahead, Bernadine.
Oh, what did you put in there,
She
Bernadine?
is showing, no, she's showing us her
Oh, picture.
garden.
Oh,
Wow. First of all, the cute orange fingernail polish. And then mint. Oh, go girl. All right, 2 fig trees. What? Oh my goodness. See, that's what you get when you build a mansion on acreage. I love it.
That
I
is
love it. I
beautiful.
love it.
Looks great.
Proud, proud of and for her and Carlos. Y'all go on now. Y'all doing the doggone thing. Now, what is that, Bernadine? Let me see.
Is that the mint?
Okay, so
No,
the
the
mint
mint.
is the first picture is the mint, and
Yeah,
then
what's
there's
the
two fig trees, two
right?
separate fig trees.
Oh, is that what these are, the small baby fig trees is what you got?
Yep, those are.
Oh,
Oh,
stop
Click it,
it.
and you'll see
You
a
must
bunch of
I
figs, and then
see them
the other one
starting to
has a.
form there.
Yeah, yeah.
Go
So
ahead,
it's
girl.
really,
Well,
really exciting. I've got my I don't even know what this. I think this is the spaghetti squash, but coming really nice. So let me just send a couple more. Um,
have
well,
you
let me
always
just send.
been have you always been
No,
into that?
I just started gardening. Nope, just started.
Good,
That's
good.
all right.
Just
A start
Yeah,
will
just
make a
we're all
started.
finish.
starting again. I usually propagate and grow plants, but not food. So
Got it.
I have experience in that because I've got a couple of trees that I'm gonna be snipping branches from, and then I've got some ways of propagating them. So that's how I multiply my plants in my yard. We have these iron plants. Everybody probably has them all over. But when we first got this house, the iron plants were all under the stairs, which I was not having that. So I had them moved to the side of our fence. And as they have grown and expanded, I have pulled some from the ground and just put them in ground all the way around the fence. So we're almost around the fence now with free plants.
That's cool, but what
Awesome.
is iron plants? I've never heard of that.
They literally live. I mean, they like they're so hard to kill if you wanted to. They're always outside. They're evergreen. Throughout the winter. Let me see if I can find that for you and then share it
Yeah, I
because
never heard of that, so I was just curious. But go ahead, Bernadine.
It
yeah,
looks
looking
So
good,
great.
girl.
if you see the very last picture and the very first one that I posted, so you see the where I started and then where it is right now. So
Oh,
it's
wow.
coming.
That's awesome. And what plant was the one where we saw your orange fingernails?
That's mint.
That's the mint. Okay, cool.
I just got down closer to it because it was so so it was like under something else. So I had to move it so you could see it.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
Like my beets are trying to crawl over it. It looks like.
Okay, it's called a cast iron plant. And I'm gonna
Oh,
show you. I'll show my screen. Yeah, they're all over the yard. They literally will pick up and grow wherever you want. We have a lot of red clay in South Carolina. Half of my yard that goes, I have my backyard ascends, and so at the top of my yard is all red clay. At the bottom of my yard is nice rich black soil, right?
that
And
soil. Yeah.
so these iron plants don't care as long as there's some dirt, air, and water, they live. Okay. Um, we
What
even
are their properties?
oh, I don't know. I have no idea. They're just
Okay.
pretty. I don't grow them for anything particularly. I grow them because
Okay.
they're easy to grow and they're easy to propagate and spread. So
Gotcha.
they're a quick, cheap, easy plant to have. They look good as long as you keep them up. So this is what they look like, y'all. So that's an iron plant, cast iron plant. You've
Oh,
seen these before. They're all over,
okay.
right? And so,
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's an
Those
iron
are like
plant.
pretty plants. I got
They're
you.
and they are easy. Like I said, it's really easy to grow, low maintenance. Um, you can
Okay. I
propagate
didn't
them.
know.
If you pull one leaf out and throw it in something and it starts a root, you're gonna have a whole plant in like a few months. Okay,
Oh,
real easy
Okay.
to propagate. So
Yeah,
if you see
we
'em in your
coming
yard,
from this. Uh-huh.
if you see them in your yard, feed them, love them. Give
Yeah,
them
we call
care.
those decorative plants in Chicago, but I'm here
Yeah,
in
that's
Georgia
right.
now.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's why I was
Yep.
like, iron, I
And
didn't
see
understand.
this is how I found them in my yard, just living free and wild. When we bought this house, it was all over the yard, living free and wild. And so I just had them dug up and put in specific areas, and I instantly had landscaping. So that's cast iron plant. You're right.
that's
Ornamental plants. Yep.
that's great. That's something. Well, something I learned. I didn't know what that plant was. It's a cast iron plant. That was good.
So we turned hair into health and plants.
Yes.
Now,
So
am I using the cast iron plant for my hair?
no, 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 no. We got off on a tangent. We got off on a tangent. No, 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 no,
Okay,
no,
guys.
no, 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 no.
Thank you for
No,
bringing
ma'am.
us back.
No,
That was
I.
cute.
Yeah, yeah. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. We got
I'm
off on a
wrong
whole tangent. We
because
did.
I was taking
We
pictures
we
and I'm
went
like,
we
I
went
got it.
out into the garden and then we got into propagating and then yeah. So no.
Whoa. Okay.
No, we got off into some other fun stuff, but I hope you guys got something from the 10 benefits of cleansing for your hair today.
Oh, most
Yes.
definitely. So
And
now,
Kathy, I put all the 10 notes in the chat as well.
thank you
Oh,
so much,
awesome.
Bernadette, for doing that.
Thank
You are the
Now,
you.
secretary for all of your you were the secretary for all of your committees, weren't
Yes, ma'am.
you? You were either secretary and or treasurer. I know this for true.
Even when I was board director, still had to be the secretary.
Right. Because
So,
nobody can do it like you want it done, right?
um, I have another question. You know,
Yes, ma'am.
what is that name of that oil that, are kind of no longer, uh, provide, the the
Are you
oil?
talking about oud
Yeah,
oil?
the oud, yes. Do you know if any of that oud oil, has um, any other items that you told us about, uh, the hibiscus and whatnot? Um,
Oud, oud itself is an essential oil that you can look up. You can actually purchase oud from an essential oil vendor. It's become a very popular, and oud comes in different levels of terpene smells. So the one that we have was a unique blend, but
mm,
you can purchase oud. OUD. Oud is something that you could actually purchase there, but no, not that I'm aware of that it has any of the hibiscus or any of the dandelion root or any of that. No, I don't. That I'm
uh,
not aware of. No.
okay, because I have gone to Amazon and was looking at different oud oils, but
Uh-huh.
it was so many different types. I
Right.
was like,
Right.
um,
And most of them are perfumes.
mhm,
Because but it's really a resin type of oil is what
mm,
the real oud is, because it is, I'm not sure how it's extracted, but what I do know is that the process to produce it is expensive. Therefore,
mhm,
for profit's sake, it has to be purchased in large quantities. The problem is that that's not something that you want to store for a long time, and that's what we were finding. Even though people love it, not enough people loved it for us to continue to purchase and put that much expense into it.
and you no longer have none way back in.
None left. No, I can tell you,
Okay,
I know I particularly bought one of the last bottles,
you
but
you did what?
I bought one of the last bottles myself
Oh,
when I found
oh,
that it was running out. Yes, ma'am. But that's been talked about coming back. So we are actively looking for other people to be able to do that.
mhm,
Um, but if you hold it too long, it can mold depending on how
mhm.
it's done. So it has to be processed to a point that it has shelf life. It has to have its tannins and its not tinctures. What am I trying to say? The terpenes need to continue to stay in that, but it's always been kind of expensive, kind of one of those royalty type of scents and perfumes. So
Not like a musty type of scent.
well, oud. I don't know whether or not the name is religious, but from what I understand about the oud oil, that it was used as an anointing type, and so of course, it's not something that comes by very. You don't come by it like olive oil. It don't run like that. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying?
okay, okay.
um,
Um,
and
all
even
right.
and even at those things, you got to be real careful about where you get even your olive oil from, because the organic olive oil is not necessary organic like we think, right? Wanda, I
Mm,
know you've been talking about a lot of things that are labeled certain things that just ain't what they say.
Yes, it's
So
just,
Exactly.
it's overwhelming.
Yeah, because I think a lot of us didn't know enough about it either. It wasn't like a whole lot of training in that
yes,
aspect. So yeah, that's probably why it wasn't very familiar, if that makes sense.
right. It's so because they I'm not exactly sure even what part of the world it comes from, but I know that they have to harvest it in a specific type of way and treat it a certain type of way so that it doesn't mold, and it's got to be produced and then distributed. So it's like, what if you notice, we produce it and distribute it in an amber bottle, just like we do all other essential oils.
Mhm.
And so,
Right.
yeah, so but I do know that this is something that we have been actively looking for, so we'll keep you
Because
posted.
I tell you, anybody who has used it for their hair or their body,
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
the fragrance of the bergamot, I think it's just the combination of all of the different
Yep.
essential oils makes ours magnificent. So if you
It
don't,
does, and it's very unisex. And
yeah, and
so,
whenever you see it online and you purchase it, I already know that it's not going to give you that same
nope,
that oud, that luxurious
nope.
scent that ours has. And if it
Mm-hmm.
comes back, there are going to be some of us, including my upline, Michelle Stewart out of
A
Clarksville,
case,
Texas, we will be buying like a case of it. So
right?
you
Yes.
won't have a problem selling it when it comes back. I do
Right,
know
right.
that.
Because
Right.
I'm dying to try it. Oh, wait a
Yes.
minute. I shouldn't say dying.
It was, it was,
You're
Yes,
Excited to
you're
please.
try it.
excited to try it,
yeah,
yeah.
Yes.
it was
Well,
great.
ladies,
I'm
I'm
trying to
just
get
gonna
this.
tell you real quickly because I'm a chat GB tweet queen, but it's OUD, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
Hmm.
Okay, it says also known as argylwood oil is derived from the heartwood of Arkilia trees, which is in Southeast Asia, India,
Southeast Asia. Yep.
I didn't know
and
India. Yeah.
Bangladesh.
Right, right,
Yep.
right. Okay.
Okay, sorry, I
South,
just had to do that real quick.
No,
Yeah,
that's
and
all
Southeast.
right.
You
if you
said
think
South.
about when you go into stores that that highlight that culture, that smell that you smell in there, that incense type of
That must
smell,
be it.
those
Gotcha.
are ouds. Yes, my favorite type of incense is from that area of the world. I love going to the Indian kiosk or to the Indian store. I get my brass, my incense holders, and my incense from there.
And you said what was the what was it?
Yeah, I couldn't pronounce it correctly. Agarwood, Agarwood oil.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
agar wood,
Agar. Okay.
agar wood.
Okay. All right.
Agar is a substance that we use in the
Agar wood.
lab
Right.
to use for gel substrate. So
Because it says
um
organic argan oil,
Or get. Okay.
ARGAN oil. And I just love the description of it. It says the oud body, intense moisture body oil spray as a is a royal nutrient rich oud bergamot body spray infused with all natural oils for men and women. It's fast absorbing and gives the skin an illuminating glow as it restores moisture and treats dry skin. This all natural body moisturizer is formulated with a blend of organic argan oil, organic coconut oil, bergamot, and almond oil, and a touch of oud to make you feel like royalty with every use. I mean, I'm like, I was sucked in at just reading the bottle, reading the
Oh,
descriptions
yeah.
online.
well, I tell you
And once
now
I
that I
started
am
using it, it is absolutely phenomenal. Michelle called me and asked me if I had another bottle because I used to keep like 3 or 4 of them.
right, right, right.
Oh,
Honey,
okay.
I'm rationing those out. Listen here, it only gets used once a week now. I'm
I was
rationing it
about to
out.
say, y'all have a commodity going for $10, now going for 30.
No, it is
No,
not for
it's not
sale.
going. It's not
It is
going
not for
anywhere.
sale.
I'm the only user now.
Not for sale. That's exactly it. That's exactly it.
Yeah, it is
Yes,
priceless to me. I just love it
it
like
is.
that.
That's right. It is not for sale.
Wait,
I've had
I was
calls.
going up the chain, darn
It
it.
doesn't matter.
But
They say everything has a price. It's like, you know what, when you can't get it anymore, it becomes priceless to you.
That's
And that's what
exactly
it
it.
is to
So
me.
this
Not
would be a
selling.
and so this would be a perfect time to bring it back, right?
yeah.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
Brendan, can you take a picture and send that to me? So
What,
I
of
Or
the
can.
put it up,
bottle?
yeah, so we can
Yeah, the
see it.
bottle. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Wait,
How about
so
this?
we won't miss it the next time.
Right.
It's in a Wakana bottle. That just tells you how good this stuff is.
Oh,
That's right.
wow.
Y'all should
Yeah.
Oh,
have pity on me because
wow.
I'm trying to get this stuff growing here. I've been
Well,
working,
the
I've been
oud
working.
oil was just an accoutrement to the hair program. It was not a needed or it was just a
Right, it was an
necessary.
add-on.
Yeah, it was an add-on. It was not part of the system. It was not
Mm-hmm.
necessary to see the results of
Yeah.
growth and nourishment. It was an
Mhm.
So
add-on.
it's truly a commodity.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It
right.
is, truly is. That's right. It's
It says
trademark.
glow naked on the bottle. Woo.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
wow.
Oh, it is so
Well,
much.
Wait a minute,
Bernadine can
ladies,
tell
now
you.
I can say why I didn't have it because I have no husband.
Well,
wow,
you can still be
but
naked without a husband, huh?
yeah,
Yeah.
uh-huh. Hey, I'm trying to look good for my stuff right now, okay?
Amen.
So, I'm
Girl.
working on
Well,
it here.
I
Yeah.
can tell you, and I'm sure Bernadine can too, that when you put the body oil, you might just end up staying naked.
Yeah. Kathy,
My
TMI,
point
TMI.
exactly.
Oh,
All you married women, you understand my point exactly.
Well, that's how
But
we
ladies,
came. That's how we came out.
that's right.
right,
But
right.
ladies, this has been
Oh,
oh
wait.
cool. Now she
Let me
shared Bernadine
let me
shared the
try to get a
file.
picture of that.
Oh,
She shared a file in the meeting. Let me see if we
And
can.
it does say limited edition too.
Yep.
I didn't pay any attention to that until
It's-
today, okay?
I know, right?
Can I
That's
blow
right.
it up so I can see it better?
And then the
Yes.
yeah.
ingredients are on the back.
Oh,
That is
phooey.
the best.
I
That's
need
the
to
best.
try. I need to try it again.
That's the best for. And listen, one of my bottles, I dropped Bernadine.
Oh
Lord,
no.
girl, from the second shelf on my tile bathroom.
Oh. So
Honey.
sorry, Kathy.
Oh
Oh
no,
man.
no. But wait a minute. Not only was that the fourth or fifth time it's dropped, but it did
Oh,
not
lady.
only it didn't it not only did not break the tile, it didn't break it
The-
cracked the bottle.
but it
But
didn't
thank
affect
the
the
Lord,
oil.
I was able to pour the oil out before it came through the glass. Girl,
Yes.
I was
Lord.
able to save about, I think it was about an ounce left in it.
Okay. Because it's a
Honey.
4-ounce bottle. So
Yes,
yeah.
it was about an
Okay.
ounce left
But
in the
I don't
bottle.
have it. I used mine all up.
Did you?
So I did have it, but it's
Oh,
all gone.
oh yeah. Yeah, I love
But
it.
I'm not
yes, that
surprised.
was good.
Yep. So, all right, ladies, it's been
Oh,
wonderful. I
it
still have
has been.
company
Okay.
for the next week or so, so I'll be sparingly on, but I enjoyed you all for this hour. Love you
All
all.
righty.
Have a
Well, you
great
got,
rest of your day.
that's
You
right.
too.
Y'all have a good
Thanks.
rest of the day.
Thank you. Oh, whoa. Let me see. Let me see if I can get that picture there. The other one.
Got it?
Bye bye.